Hello, my friends on YouTube. Thank you very much for your interest in my humble channel. Today, I would like to speak first. I would like to try to answer one very important question that was asked about a month ago by a person calls himself or herself Alethea 25, ALETHEIA 25. And the question actually it is simple, but it is very hard. It is very difficult. The question he or she is posing, he is saying, I would like to know what will take place of Islam after, meaning after the collapse of Islam, and the fear is of atheism, that atheism is violent and it caused a lot of death. I think what this person meant is communism. Atheism and communism are two different things. So there is a big difference between atheism and communism. Communism was the ideology that was forceful and caused the death of many people. And under this ideology, there was no freedom of belief or practicing any religion. However, in the West and in many democratic countries, you can be a believer of any type of faith. You can even worship Satan if you wish to, and nobody will tell you anything. And you can be atheist in a democratic country and nobody will tell you anything. The problem when the country becomes communist. Communism is the danger, not atheism. If you want to be atheist in America or in Europe, nobody will tell you anything. But try to go to North Korea or China or the Soviet Union when it was atheist and try to spread your faith, witness to your faith, and you'll be either put in prison right away or killed. So just this is in the beginning to differentiate between atheism and communism. But the question remains, what will happen after Islam? And that very question also it was asked, I believe, in 1988, before the collapse of communism, because people didn't know how long will communism. Many people knew that communism was on its way out. People knew that communism is collapsing, but no one could have predicted that it will collapse within few days. Like the Berlin Wall, I think in a couple of days was gone, destroyed. And the border between East and West Germany were wide open. So the question is, what will happen with Islam? Okay, for communism, when it collapsed, most of the countries resorted to the democratic system. That does not mean the democratic system is the best system, but it's the best until now. Okay, and actually maybe I will have to talk about that a little bit later. The democratic system, when it started, it was not really a democracy. It was well, it's it started always as a republic, even in the ancient Rome when in its conception, in the beginning, it was a republic. I believe even Greece, the Greek Empire, it was a republic, and it normally starts as a republic. And America, when it was established by the forefather who declared independence, it was a republic. A republic, that means it is, you are free. You are free to do whatever you want, but you are responsible for your action. Okay, so you want to be a Christian, fine. You want to be a Jew, you want to be a Jewish person, fine. You want to be atheist, fine. But you do not harm, like, let's say, my religion or my faith. Let's say the Catholic are the majority per se. You cannot use your number to oppress or destroy minorities of faith. As long as they are practicing their faith, you cannot touch them. Faith is their business. But everybody is a citizen of this country, or whatever country. So what I'm trying to say here, the best system, in my opinion, is like the American system in the beginning, when it was a republic, or Rome when it was a republic, or Greece when it was a republic. When it is a republic, the word is for the people, and the government is in the position of a servant. So in a way, the people will, let's say they want to build school in a certain town. So they will meet with the city board and they will tell them what to do. We want a school here to accommodate, let's say, 200 students in that new town or what have you. And therefore the size of the school will be this and that. And then the government will listen to the people and act. Because these are the people who are paying taxes to keep the city up. They are paying for these government employees to work. Okay? So the employee, they are in a position of a servant to the people. I know nowadays is like the government officials are like gods and goddesses, and the people have to bow to them, but that is not the original ideal of a republic. A republic is the citizen on top and the government on the bottom are servants. Okay, so especially if you speak about Islamic nations, the government is the same position as God. Muhammad was representing the authority of God, the government. He was to govern his Medina, or the country he established. So his word was God, like God's word, and the people are to follow. Whereas republic, people have to be in first. To have the people in charge, the people have to be aware, awakened, not like herd of sheep following one dictator like Saddam Hussein or Gaddafi in Libya, or Idi Amin, or there are many dictators. Muhammad, one of them, one of these dictators, and people have to follow him obediently. No, that's evil system. Regardless whether it's declared itself as a religious or democratic or but it's a very bad system. It never worked, it never will. Okay, so the best system is the republic. The problem is the government officials are, the saying that this is, uh, by nature, human beings are corruptible, if not corrupt. And when you give them authority, they have authority to be more corrupt, and absolute authority, it makes absolute corruption. So the problem here is the officials or the government officials have to be checked every now and then by the citizen. In the Republican system, this is the case. The citizen are to question the policeman, the city official, the state officials, the president. What are you doing? Are you carrying the will of the people, or are you doing your own thing? If they are doing their own thing, they kick them out. They get them out. That's why most republics, they encourage citizens to carry weapons, to be armed. So you have, in order for your word to speak to the official and to tell him, stop here, you are stealing or you are doing something wrong. If that official has the police under his command, and the policeman is armed, or the group of police people are armed, you're in a bad position, because they can put you in jail. But if it's on the other way around, the citizen have the authority and armed, their words have weight on the government, and any government official will think twice, if not more, before he or she become corrupt, because they know if they get caught, they will pay. Whereas most system now, including the American system, is not really very clear. The problem normally with the republic system, officials know if they can bribe or tempt certain segment of people by giving them free things. So what they do is they raise up taxes on people, and they have this money. To steal some of this money, they try to gain popularity. So they start giving to those who are willing to take. In the Roman Empire, they used to give bread and olive oil to the people as they enter the Colosseum to see the gladiator, to keep them busy. Like today, sit down, watch sports all day in front of TV is the same. Back then there was no TV, so you go to the Colosseum after you finish work, you sit there, you watch people fighting or killing each other, and while you are there, you receive bread with olive oil, eat, you go home, you're not hungry, so you don't stand against the government. They are feeding you, they are entertaining you. Why change them? So in the next election, you elect these corrupt officials as long as your stomach is full, as long as you are receiving some benefit. But at the same time, you become dependent and you become lazy, and you depend on the people who are working hard to feed you. Unfortunately, when the citizens are not aware all the time of what the government officials are doing, normally the standard of a republic start to decline. From a republic, it becomes a democratic system. Democratic means the majority rules and forget about the minority. Whereas republic, you care for everybody. Everybody's voice is protected. Everybody's respected. Okay, democracy, let's say one party takes over the other one. I saw that in Mexico, and they try to kill each other. Not try, many of them kill the losing party because they know they have certain secrets. So to get rid of the secrets, they kill them. They kill each other. That's the democratic system. It becomes very corrupt, which America and most of Europe, if not all of Europe. After that, it slips from democracy to socialism, and from socialism to communism. This America under Obama, and actually the ideas of Hillary Clinton was at the very end to slip the nation into socialist system like China and the Soviet Union before. They want to make people dependent, dumb, and then in a way they become slave. Okay, you do that and we'll feed you. A country like that does not advance. The United States of America advanced so quickly in very short time because it was a republic, and it was uh, everybody knew that you are responsible for yourself. So you go out and work because you knew if you don't work, you will not eat. Anyway, so that's the answer to the question. I think the Republican system is the best, and religion is between you and God. And everybody, it is, there's the separation between religion and state. So everybody's equal. Your faith is in your church or your mosque or whatever, or synagogue, and everybody is equal under the law. Because even within one faith, let's say Christianity, I do not think two Christian people will have the same understanding of the, let's say, the New Testament. We understand things differently. That does not mean I come and kill you because you don't understand the Bible the same way I understand it, or because my neighbor is Buddhist, I go and kill him, or what have you. So the people are supposed to be free. If you want to become an atheist, nobody should bother you. If you want to be a Christian, Jewish, Muslim, as long as you're not hurting anybody or oppressing anybody or calling for somebody to pay jizya, to have him pay you money so that he will not kill you. No. Everybody's well respected, and it's not just a democratic, but it's a republican system. I hope I answered that question because I thought about that question was on my mind for about 1 month, and it's a really complicated one, and I hope that answered the question. Once again, that was for I hope I am Alethia, Alethia 25. Thank you for your question. Now, we'll talk about something very important quickly. We spoke about Korea, Iran, and Pakistan. There are development, and it's very interesting. I think it is what I have seen that allows me to kind of like predict and see or foresee what will happen. Uh, we spoke about how the situation developed between North Korea and the United States, and I predicted that Iran and Pakistan will follow in the same footsteps. And this is practically happening because last week we spoke about Qasem Soleimani, the military leader in Iran, is similar to North Korea. They are now in the verbal fight. They are screaming their lungs out at each other. And this is politics. I said that before. This is politics. You know, everybody wants to assert that I'm the big boy here. Kim Jong-un did that. Kim Jong-un of North Korea did that. And at the end, he came to the table and he was happy to get his country out of the dirt poor situation that they are in. And things are moving forward. The same formula it is happening with Iran. And we see that the military leaders are shouting blah blah blah, making themselves they have something to speak of, and they are one of the big boys and stuff like that. And then at the end, they won't meet with Trump. So the signal was sent, and he asked to meet with Trump, and we read that Trump is willing. Same thing happened with North Korea. Trump is willing to meet with the Iranian Authority without any preset condition. Meaning you come, we'll tell you what to do. And they will still shout a little bit, couple of times more, and then they will come and they will be told what to do, and they will do it. Alright? They will do it. Islam knows one thing: force. So you could shout, you could do all what you do, it will not help now. The person in the White House, I guess somebody advised him and he knows your game. I believe because Donald Trump is a gambler, not a gambler that he gambles, but he built casinos, which the heart of gambling. So to attract gamblers, he has to be smarter than them, play their game better than them. So he knows probably more than all the previous administration, how to deal with people like you, Muslim, follower of Muhammad. Right? Your end has come. So it ends there, but practically, they have to come. Why? The economy of Iran, after the embargo that President Trump put on them, made um, their currency is rial. The Persian rial is falling like I really don't know exactly, but like if per se, if $1 will get you, let's say 10 rial before, or 10 rial will buy you $1, now you need like 1,000 rial instead of 10 to buy $1. And people are feeling the pinch. And when this happens, this is pressure from outside and pressure from inside on the government. Okay? So Iran, get ready. You're next. And there is no regret when this ideology of Islam, whether it's Sunni or Shia, collapse and will be uprooted and die and goes to the garbage bin for eternity. Thank you very much, and we will see you again.